Yeah. Hello. Are we good? My name is Joakim Simiu Wabuche. The third name I usually avoid to mention it because I know it will give you headache to mention it, the KH part of it. Most of you are seeing me for the very first time. Some of you are seeing me for the very first time one-on-one. Just the other day, someone mentioned here, I was in Bunge la Mwananchi. And I offered myself to vie as the president of Bunge la Mwananchi. But I took an early lead. Simuliona kuna gazeti siku ingine linasema Raila takes an early lead. So I did the same. So nikingojea kuapishwa, Oyugi akatoa kura Tharaka-Nithi akaapishwa ati yeye ni president. Lakini we should not suffer some things when they happen because one door closes for the other to open. I think exactly 1 month from there, I was elected by the National Delegates Conference of Safina Party as their Secretary General. And for that, I am very grateful. I come from a small county called Bungoma with only 9 constituencies. I come from a constituency called Kandui. And in this political journey, something has given me all this opportunity of even coming here to contribute is the social media platform, where people used to take videos of me contributing to the political discourse of the country. And Kenyans took interest in my way of analyzing things. So I pay a lot of attention to any legislation that talks about social media because that's what has made me who I am today. And for you to understand some things, especially things like these cyber crimes and computer misuse act that we are discussing, don't use a lot of brains. Don't think a lot. You will miss the point. Being here today, in my own opinion, is actually the exact way of how the government wants things to go. And the fact that we are here discussing cyber crimes and computer misuse is what the government wants us to do. We are either knowingly or unknowingly helping the government achieve their goal. Because as far as they have shown that leading the country is difficult for them, people in this government are very brilliant people. And they use their brilliance only in areas that ensure their survival. So this bill is one of those attempts. I was sharing with Jageru and my learned friend Mugendi the other side, off camera, and I want to share the same with you. That when you have a criminal mind, the most dangerous people are people with good brains and a bad heart. Mtu ambaye ako na akili mzuri na roho mbaya, chungana sana na huyo mtu. So when you want to rob a bank on this street, I want to share some criminal ideas and don't use them. You want to rob a bank the other side, but you know that in a calm environment, the police will be with you before you even do anything. So what do? You create a diversion. You create chaos down the road where all the police will be drawn, their attention will go there. So as they are dealing with that smoke screen, you rob your bank quietly and leave. Before they are done, wanakuja wanapata kumbe chenye walikuwa wanafanya the other side. That was not the real thing. The real thing was the bank on Kenyatta Avenue. And this is exactly what the government is doing, even with this bill of cybercrime. On the day the enigma died, the president saw it prudent, in his own wisdom, to sign 8 bills. And miraculously, the bill that has gained attention from the people is the cyber crimes bill. But we are not talking about the other 7. The cyber crimes bill is a Trojan horse, is a decoy for you to be excited about. They pass the things they know the courts will stop. And Sai, we are very happy saying that the courts have stopped Section 6. They knew exactly that that is going to happen. So as we are here discussing about cyber crimes and computer misuse, we have 2 bills. The devil is always the details. The privatization bill and the land amendment bill. But hawataki tuongelee hiyo. Wanataka tuongelee cyber crimes. And they have sent the most noisy people in the country to talk about it. Me included. I am even very angry that I'm contributing to the same. So, look at privatization bill. That a ministry can decide to sell a government asset without the approval of parliament. We are in a democratic country. In a democracy, all power belongs to the people. The representatives of the people are parliament. So if a government makes a decision and it's valid without the approval of parliament, it has eliminated the consent of the people, which in itself mutilates democracy. These bills were passed on the day the father of democracy died. You need to look at timing before you are. Don't spend a lot. Most of us here are not lawyers. And so in areas where I'm not an expert, I use my small brains God gave me. Look at the cyber crimes bill. It was tabled in Parliament in which month? August 2024. What was happening at the time? Gen Zs were very angry. They were posting things. So how do you control them? You enact a law, and as my learned friend Adrian shared, you hide into legal jargon because Kenyans are very busy looking for unga. They will not interrogate this legal jargon in this bill. So you hide in those, but your intention is to curtail free speech. As I finish, because my friend and seeing him reminds me something. Kama unaishi kwa ploti and you have a neighbor that you don't know anatoka kabila gani. They speak very meticulous English and Swahili. And the accent is often hidden. They wear glasses even when their eyes are perfect. And they dress very well. Most probably, that's a Luya man from Bokusula. Unajua tukikuja hii town hatutaki kusema tunatoka Western. Mtu akikuuliza unasema unatoka West. So as I finish, I want us to be very alert. with the things that are happening in this country. Gone are the days when we will be asking questions, na baba anasema nini? Before Baba went, he left the mandate. He made sure that everyone has a brain to fight for their own space. Baba fought for democracy because at that time that was the biggest issue. You could be detained without trial. On the day he died, they passed a bill that can take you to court without a court order. That is a digital way of detention without trial. And for your own sake and for your children's sake, please fight to the last drop of your blood to make sure that the democratic gains we've got are not clawed back. I'm in a party that talks about economic liberation, which is the ultimate freedom. But that cannot happen if such things are happening. Sasa mimi nikimaliza, chama yetu tunasema safina, safi na pesa. Safi na nini? Sasa shida yetu kwenye ni gani? Si ni pesa. Hii mambo mingi, sasa tuwache. Thank you very much. Muri mnoko.
All right, people of the internet, I hope that you're enjoying this episode very much. And I just had a break to tell you about my new book. You know, everybody says that there is no job, and that is true. Also, that was me 10 years ago. The problem is that everybody is trying to get a job in their town, in their city, in their marketplace. They ask friends for jobs, mothers call uncles, uncles call brothers, but there are no jobs. Let me tell you what no one is telling you. Jobs migrated online. What I actually mean is there are many, many jobs around the world and there is no one to do them except you. I work for Americans myself. I work for Europeans. I work for the Chinese. I work for the Australians. I work for the Canadians. And so, because I have done so much for myself, I said to myself, you know what? I should compile what I've been doing for the last 15 years. So in 2024, I wrote a digital book called Goldmine 18 Hustles for Africans. And then in 2025, AI came. People say AI is taking away our jobs. And for me, I'm going to say false. There are actually AI jobs. Jobs are not being taken by AI, but there are new jobs online that are there because of AI. Now, mimi ni nani? I created more jobs. And for now, in my book, in my new book, we have 25 online and offline jobs that you can leverage on if you do not have a job. So in this powerful volume 2, I share 25 new actionable online hustles specifically researched and tailored for Africans. My new book provides clear step-by-step guidance drawing from my extensive experience and research, including the mistakes I've made and lessons I've learned over the 15 years that I have worked online. So what can you do online? You can become an executive assistant for busy folks in Europe, America, Canada, and get paid for tasks like watching videos and taking online surveys. Okay? You can build a lot of things. Build a business as a virtual assistant, start an e-commerce shop without capital, be an affiliate marketer, or you can also become actually an English tutor and tens of AI jobs. If you have a job, that is fine. But I also know that you can buy this book for that brother, for that sister, for that mother, for that cousin, for that husband who is watching Netflix all day at home. Buy it for your friend who is always asking for cash. You know that friend. Now, all the information is on the description below. You can also inbox me, you can WhatsApp me, or go to my website, which is odworjigero.co.ke.